Hi everyone, welcome. FPL Matt Day here, and this is the Premier League fixture release live. We are less than a minute away from the 24 to 25 fixtures being released. We're about 30 seconds away now, so I'll be sharing screen and we'll be going through these fixtures, following it with all of my subscribers. So if you are watching, please get your comments and thoughts in when these fixtures are revealed. Obviously, it's a big impact to FPL, especially depending on what teams and who they face early on, who plays at home, and that type of thing. So give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and get comments, thoughts, and questions in as the fixtures are about to go live in 5 seconds. They should appear on the screen. Really looking forward to this. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the comments. And they're here. Breaking news. Manchester United are the first game of the season. Let's zoom in. Against Fulham on Friday, August the 16th. So first game's a Friday night fixture. Huge game. Man City, the current champions, will begin their title defence at Chelsea. That is huge. Huge game early on. For Man City, obviously defending their title, playing away is always tough on the first day. But Chelsea, they had Liverpool last season at home on the first day, so that was really tough. And it's even tougher this year with that Man City game. Wow, that is massive for Maresca's first match. How ready will some of these teams be, given we're currently in the Euros and the Copa? So that will be a massive game. I'm sure we'll still have a lot of high ownership on Erling Haaland. New West Ham boss, Lopetegui, former Wolves boss, will have his first game at home to Villa on the Saturday live. My team, who I support, Spurs, will take on newly promoted Leicester, who are still managerless, in the first instalment of Monday Night Football. Wow. Not sure how I feel about that one as the first game as a fan. I think I'll have a look and see if it's home or away. I think it might be away because I did see a few rumours that it's away. But we're going to scroll down in a second and go through some more. Liverpool kick off with a trip to Ipswich, returning to the Premier League. In the early game on Saturday, I'm sure Liverpool fans will not like that because they do not like their early games. But when you're a big side, you're going to be on TV. So big game for Slot, first match. McKenna as well, obviously at Ipswich. Really interesting start there. Arsenal, last year's runners-up. Nice home game for them against Wolves. Hopefully Gary O'Neill's Wolves can improve on their end-of-season form. Newcastle take on newly promoted Southampton, and Bournemouth head to Forest in the 3 p.m. kickoffs on Saturday, August the 17th. Brian travelled to Everton. New 31-year-old head coach. That's going to be a really big sort of start, I think. Everton probably looking to continue their strong end to the season. And then here's some more info. Man United will host Liverpool in the opening month of the season. Following September's international break, Arsenal will feature in 2 blockbuster clashes. North London derby at Spurs before a trip to Man City the following weekend. They always manage to get that Spurs-Arsenal game in after an international break. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I am glad Spurs have the home fixture first this year. So this is week 1, Manchester United, Fulham. Oh, here we go. It's already updated to Liverpool. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down to the opening week. So there we go. Manchester United versus Fulham on the Friday. We'll bring up some comments as well. PSB is saying that Salah will be a lock-in for captain. So let's have a look at these fixtures. Ipswich, Liverpool, Arsenal, Wolves, Everton, Brighton, Newcastle, Southampton, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, West Ham, Aston Villa. Sunday, Brentford, Palace, Chelsea, Man City, and Leicester versus Spurs. Having a look at that, you're probably going to have to say it's either Salah, depending on how he goes in the preseason. He's going to be fresh. There's no tournaments for him this time. Maybe even Son, great record against Leicester down the years. You can wait all the way till Monday night for him. Even someone like Erling Haaland, fresh, no Euro tournament. away at Chelsea. You don't know what they're going to be like. A lot of changes at that club. So, yeah, I think it will be between those three in those early days. Let's go back in. So, yeah, some interesting fixtures. Whenever Man City play away at the start, I think it does throw a few people off as well. PSB mentioning Maddison back at the King Power Stadium as well. He'll have a point to prove in that one after being dropped by England. So big opening weekend there. Big opening weekend. Don't like the fact that Spurs have a newly promoted team away from home on the first day. It's always a tricky one. But they are managerless right now. So hopefully that continues. So let's go and see if it's going to have... We'll scroll up. Let's have a look at some of Liverpool's early fixtures. Slot starts at Portman Road against Ipswich. Third game in charge, Liverpool playing Man United. That is huge. And back-to-back clashes at home to Chelsea and Arsenal. Away to Arsenal in October before hosting City at the end of November. Some interesting fixtures there for Liverpool. Arsenal, Wolves, and then they go to Villa away. And then a home clash with Brighton before visiting Spurs on September the 14th. Very interesting. Arteta's first game with last season's title rival City comes within the first 5 games at the Etihad. Wow, that's huge. Huge. And I think Arsenal will like that. They'll like having that away fixture first against City this season. So those are the opening fixtures. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anything that you're thinking for FPL, let me know in the comments. It's looking like you're going to need some quality Liverpool players in there with that first match. Let's see what else we've got here. I like that Man United Fulham game as well. I like that Man United Fulham game as a first one for some potential Man United assets. See how someone like Højlund goes in the pre-season. Was impressed with him last season. PSB thoughts on Slot. He was close to joining Spurs before the appointment of Postecoglou. Yes, an interesting one. I didn't expect him to be Liverpool's kind of come on their radar. To be honest, I thought they were going to go for the Lisbon coach Amorim, but I think there's a lot of potential there. He's obviously got that connection with the fans, which Liverpool like. Definitely think they're going to play some good attacking football, like pleasing on the eye type of stuff. Probably a few tweaks that might be needed to kind of adjust slightly differently from what Klopp was maybe playing. But that's a great first fixture. Potentially, although early kickoff, newly promoted team away is always tough. But Liverpool have good records in those types of games. I remember a few years back when Salah was new to the league, or say a few years back, it's about 8 seasons back now, and Liverpool went to Watford and they beat them quite convincingly, and Salah did get a good score. And we do know Salah's got that strong opening day record as well. You got to think as well, there's things like the Euros, the Copa that are all going to come into play. Players are going to come back late as well this year. So that will really make things, a bit more difficult this season. But let's go into... We'll go into football. See if we can get a bit more of a breakdown on some individual fixtures. Let's have a look at Man City's fixtures. They are the champions. We do look out for a lot of their players. Okay, so they start off in August with 3 away games in the first 2. Chelsea, again though, it's a bit of an unknown with Chelsea. Again, you'd back City in that one. Ipswich at home, Haaland captain. West Ham away, always do well in that fixture. September, Brentford home, and then a couple of tough games. Arsenal home, Newcastle away. Let's see where they end the season. Aston Villa at home, no. Fulham away. And remember, there's a lot of Champions League dates this year and Europa dates. It's expanded 8 group stage games to be played in all of the European comps. So that is going to be absolutely huge. So that's Man City. Let's have a look at Liverpool's start under Arne Slot. Ipswich away, Brentford home. That is a nice start for Liverpool. Man United away is probably where it gets a bit tougher. But Forest home, Bournemouth home, 3 home games for Liverpool in the first 5. We're going to be targeting Liverpool players. Salah's coming back in our teams. Wolves away, Palace away, Chelsea home, Arsenal away. It's not bad. It's not a bad start for Slot. Going to have those Champions League dates in there, though, which is going to make it very difficult as well. They are back in the Champions League, and they end the season with Palace at home. So, yeah, decent start that for Slot. Let's go to Arsenal. Let's see where they go and where they start. So, Wolves home first up, Villa away, Brighton home, Spurs away, City away, and Leicester home. So it's 3 away games in their first 5 matches. That's difficult. A couple of stadiums that they don't like to go to. Gets a bit nicer. Leicester home, Southampton home, Bournemouth away. But then Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea. That's tricky. Let's see their last day of the season. Southampton away this season. Their running is Liverpool away, Newcastle home, and Southampton away. You can already see some potential title-deciding games there, especially that Liverpool away one. Very, very interesting. And just as I'm a Spurs fan, I've got to see the Spurs fixtures now. And then we'll finish. We've done the reveal. So Leicester away, Everton home, Newcastle away. Tough, awful record over the last couple of years for Spurs in that one. Arsenal home, Brentford home. Okay. That's 3 home games in the first 5. Manchester United away. That's a tough start for Spurs. Everton home and Newcastle away are not easy games, followed by Arsenal at home. Let's see Christmas. Well, Liverpool before Christmas, Wolves, Forest, Arsenal away on the 14th of January. Let's see our end to the season. Spurs had a horrible end to the season last year, and it's not much better. Liverpool away, we always play them away at that same stage most seasons, and it's always a tricky stadium for us. West Ham away, Palace home, Villa away, and Brighton home. Tricky one to navigate. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to another big FPL season. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in. We've got about 100 viewers on X at the moment. So if you're on X, jump onto the YouTube and subscribe. If you enjoyed this content, there's plenty of Euro 2024 content to come as well over the coming days. If you're playing Euro Fantasy, let's leave it there. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Thanks, PSB, for getting some comments in. And I'll see you all in the next one. There'll be plenty of FPL content to come once the game is re-released as well. Bye for now.